Alright YouTube, we're back in it for another one, and there it is from the official Call of Duty Twitter account. A new Modern Warfare Deuce multiplayer map will be launching with Season 2 Reloaded. The Infinity Ward multiplayer team has decided to move the map up as it's already playtesting well and tracking ahead of schedule. Stay tuned for more details on this core 6v6 map as we get closer. Let me be very clear here. If they intended on releasing this map at all during Season 2, we would have heard about it before today. This seems like a reaction to the backlash that they've been getting, the pushback that they've been getting from the community on the lack of content for 6v6 and how it seems like they only care about Warzone. They don't care about the paid portion of the game. You know, the game mode that you can only play if you pay full price for the game. That game mode. The pushback that they've been getting from that, that's why I think we're seeing this here, because we would have heard about this before. We would have seen it on the roadmap saying that it was coming in season. We might have even heard about it when they were dropping all their Warzone news because, oh, here's an original map. All you guys have been getting is remastered. The only one kind of new map that you got today with Season 2 is Museum, but that was a map that you had in the beta that you should have been playing on this whole time. We haven't even heard anything from the leakers on this map. Usually just before a season or before one of the game drops, we'll hear about a lot of the maps. We'll hear about the guns and stuff like that. We haven't heard shit about this map. Now I'm hearing a lot of people talking about Bailout, and I got those vibes too. Like, there is similarities there to Bailout from OG MWII, but you know, if my memory serves me correct, I haven't played on that map. And shit, man, it's been a long time. I haven't played on that map since probably 2011, 2012, sometime in there. And you guys know my memory ain't too great, but I don't remember the layout being the same as this. This looks like an original map. I definitely see the similarities that some people are talking about. Like, you got the buildings there, you got the little bit of water there. Like, yeah, there's similarities to Bailout, man, but I see a different layout. It's hard to tell from one picture too, man. So I guess we're going to have to see. But either way, it's an extra map that it seemed like it was not the plan going into Season 2. We were going to get these two maps, Museum and Dome, and that was it for the entire season. And here we are with a third map coming. For the people who are still playing this game and grinding it all the time, or you just been waiting because you've been maxed out and you've been waiting for Season 2 to start grinding again, you know, it's here. I'm glad that you guys got it. It's better than nothing, but in my opinion, it is still not good enough. Especially when you consider all the maps that they have over there in Warzone that are still not here in this game. They should be in this game right now. Afghan should be in this game right now. Or they should be at the very least, adding it with this map for Season 2 Reloaded. Afghan should be in there. Corey should be in there. All these other maps should be in there, man. There is too little content in this most advanced Call of Duty ever made. And as long as they're still charging this type of money for this game mode, unless they make this game mode free, I'm going to talk about it, man, as long as I'm in this scene. So all you fanboys who get butthurt about anybody who criticizes this game, feel free to cry about me crying in the comment section, because that's the solution. But anyways, let's get into this Season 2. So I've had a chance to play a couple of games so far. I made sure to get at least one game in on each map, and I would have gotten more games in, but just bullshit, man. You know, I've had an error already. I crashed a couple of times, so there is that. And I was going to ask you guys in this video if that's been happening to you, if anybody else has been crashing at all on this game. But I actually went on Twitter just before I started recording this, and I seen that Infinity Ward has acknowledged this. They put up a post. It's on the trailer board that they know that people are crashing on the game, and they're actively working on a fix. So, I mean, whatever, man. You want to say that we just complain about the game? I mean, I'm looking at a game here with 3 years. Every developer you could possibly think of working on this joint, and they even delayed this season. And we're still crashing and getting errors and all this other bullshit on day one. This shit should launch flawlessly. But anyways, the other reason why I didn't get a chance to get more games in on Season 2 so far is because their game mode rotation sucks. It's just like their map rotation, dude. You guys remember we talked about this a bunch of different times in videos where I'll jump on for like 10 games, right? And out of those 10 games, I would say 7 times I would get Border Crossing, and then I would get El Asilo, and then Taras one time. And then The one map that I get that's not one of those 3 maps, then I'll get Fortress or I'll get Farm 18 or something like that. Or if I'm lucky, I might get Mercado. Like the odd time, I might get Mercado. But the game mode rotation in this game, or at least in this playlist, it fucking sucks, bro. I don't hate Headquarters and I don't hate Hardpoint. I'll play them, especially if I'm in a party, I'll play them. I don't hate those modes at all. But when I'm jumping on Cockaduki, you know, I'm looking to play TDM, Kill Confirmed. Back in the older days of Call of Duty, I used to play a lot of free-for-all, not so much now. But I'm looking to just play TDM and Kill Confirmed. You know, like the very first game I got was Museum. And I actually had a good game. I knocked out a Chopper Gunner. But I got Museum and I got Hardpoint, right? So I played it. It was my first game, right? And then, you know, after a crash or two, and then I kept getting Hardpoint, kept getting Headquarters over and over again. I'm like, come on, bro, just give me Dome and just give me TDM or Kill Confirm, man. It's not that hard. So finally, after backing out so many times, because I kept getting Museum or Headquarters or Hardpoint on Dome, I finally got this gameplay that you guys are seeing here, TDM on Dome, and this was the last game I played, and then I shut that shit down, and we had an alright game. As you guys can see from the gameplay, I'm not in a pro tournament in this one. I think they threw me a bone for my first 2 games. I did fuck up in this game, though. I could have got my Chopper Gunner, and I was impatient, and I played the situation stupid. It is what it is, man, but you know, I kind of felt like a fish out of water in my first 2 games here. I think it's been, like a month since I played this game? Maybe even more at this point. So I can feel that my aim was off, my timing was off, like even my awareness on the map, I felt like a fish out of water. And that's what happens when you don't play these games for a while. So I could feel that I was off of my game, and I was still having alright games. And I'm watching what the enemy team is doing, and I was like, yeah, dude, if I was in a normal skill-based matchmaking lobby, all these dudes would be camping and head glitching right now with perfect aim, perfect reaction time, perfect accuracy, the whole 9, right? So you can tell when you're not in those supreme skill-based matchmaking lobbies. And I think it's just Activision throwing me a bone for that little bit of dopamine, right? It's like, here, man, we want you to stay on the game. So we're going to give you haven't played in a while. We're going to give you a few cupcake lobbies to start, make you feel good about yourself. And, you know, and then we'll put you back in the bullpen, right? I fucking hate that, man. I hate that they dictate how your experience is going to go in the game like that. If I have a bad game, I want to have a bad game because I sucked in that game. My aim was trash, whatever. I wasn't paying attention, whatever it is. I want to have a bad game because it was on me. I don't want to have bad games because they decided it's time for me to have a bad game. And I don't want to have good games because they decided it's time for me to have good games, man. I think matchmaking and all of that should be based on connection and let the dominoes fall where they fall. That's just where I'm at. But what do I think of the maps, man? I mean, Museum is Museum. It's not a great map, like I've said in a bunch of videos at this point. I don't think it's god awful, but it's too big for 6v6 in my opinion. You know, I did feel like it might be a little bit brighter than it was in the beta. Who knows, man? I might be wrong, but I mean, I don't fucking know. It's the same map, right? And Dome is Dome. You know what I mean? Obviously, they changed the cover round just like a little bit. Like they made some cover just a little bit higher in that. But it's Dome, man. It was a great map in Modern Warfare 3, and now it's here with Modern Warfare reduced weapons and gameplay and the lean mechanic and all of that, right? So obviously, it's not going to play as great as Modern Warfare 3, but it's Dome. It's a good map from the past. It's here, and I'm sure that most of the people playing this game, you guys will enjoy it nonetheless. As for the new weapons, I can't really speak on them because you guys know I didn't buy the battle pass and I have no intentions on buying that shit. So I'm going to have to try to grind to that point, and who knows if I'm going to be playing this game enough to even get them in this season. I don't know. So I can't speak on the new guns. It is what it is with that, man. I'm not supporting this business model any further. So I'm not going to buy the battle pass. We're not going to grind for those guns like crazy. Just if I get them at some point, I get them. You guys know I let people play on my account sometimes, so who knows, maybe they could do a little bit of this grinding for me and I can try these weapons out at some point. But for me, where I'm at is just, you know, it's a lot of more of the same. You know, it's Modern Warfare Reduced. Here you go. Here's a couple maps, and you know, trying to make the best of it that you can, man. It's not too much else I can say, dude. I mean, this is me trying to be as positive about this game right now as I possibly can. You know, I'm I'm just thinking about Apex right now, man. Honestly, a little frustrated though, because I played it for a little while last night and I still got to play Battle Royale Trios more for orientation matches to be able to unlock TDM to actually play that game mode. I still don't have it unlocked yet. I played for about a half hour, 45 minutes last night, and I still can't play TDM on Apex Legends. I gotta play more trios, man. Oh my goodness, come on. But that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments section. I'm out.